It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready. Ready.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. These two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A play fake. Now Young. Throws right side, and that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
Yeah, they held them completely out of the end zone, just held them to a field goal. So they're not just hoping for a repeat here. They're hoping to do it even better. A shutout is their goal.
Another run with Sanders. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To throw, Young. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I don't see more than trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready, go.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
In motion, the tight end.
On the ball.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
Drill, 52. Ready.
Dillon is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Ready. Okay, hurt. Ready.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Go, Reed, go.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Brian Burns, the one to bring him down. The Buccaneers sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Yeah, able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. You look at this Carolina defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Here's 2nd and 8. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for the Panthers.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Big Lion.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Okay, ready?
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. You look at this Carolina defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Okay.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Panthers 14, Buccaneers 7.
Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready, break. Check, pink. Hustle, hustle.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 7.
Ready?
Looking to throw, Young. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A big play there for Carolina. 47 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Hurry, hurry.
They'll run here with Dillon. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Calling no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Sanders again, trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. This is up and good from Pinheiro. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for the Panthers.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready up.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now here's a throw that's complete. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther first sack. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack. Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
This is caught at the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Young off the play fake. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A quick throw caught by Evans out wide. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. They'll look to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
Get it. Buffalo 18. Get it.
Back to throw again. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Here we go. Here we go. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Second and 13. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
18 Cardinal. 18.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Even though they were stopped before the first down marker, well-executed run there by the offense.
It certainly was, and the best part about it, it opens up other plays, especially the play-action passing game. Because if you can sell the run, that brings the linebackers up, and you can throw over the top of them and in front of the safeties.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this a 39-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 59 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one caught downfield by Evans. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Go! Ready?
Back to throw. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Eddie Piñeiro to kick off for the Panthers.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's 2nd and 10.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 59 yards.
And the Bucs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Okay, ready?
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. the middle they go with Sanders. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Ready?
Now a carry for Sanders. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Slide two.
On second down, Young. He completes this one to Mingo. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 38-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Young. He's got Mingo. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Watch out now. Safety Fury. On the ball.
Young to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jonathan Mingo, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Panthers take a 3-touchdown lead. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
17. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for the Panthers.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 18.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Following the interception, Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
17. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for the Panthers.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
First target, first catch, and a first down. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard and trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Ready, ready.
2nd and 10.
Warriors 70. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Buccaneers get a bit closer. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd down and a yard. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Come on, set.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's now 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. Dillon up the middle. Bulldozes past him. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
First down, Carolina.
Ready.
They'll try to throw now. Young. The 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Mingo with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Eddie Piñeiro to kick off for the Panthers.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
On the ready.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Yellow. Set.
Young on 3rd down. That is caught. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 19 yards.
Here we go.
1st down, Panthers.
Jackrabbit. Jackrabbit.
A quick throw by Young, caught out wide. There he goes, left side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 30 yards.
And the Panther 1st down.
Young will set to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Here we go.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The play.
Down.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Way down inside the 35-yard line.
At the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
60 Vikings. 60 Vikings. Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man, it's Palmer. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
19-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
11. 18, Pioneer.
They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
19 tight, 19 tight. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and a yard. Another run here with Sanders. Powers through him. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Set, ready. Set.
And they will take a knee here.
Okay, break.
And they take a knee. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. In a division game, it's usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin.
first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
They go play action with Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing is Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Play action. Here's Hurts. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That's a big force of completion there to bring up 3rd and 1. This defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Let's go now. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Buffalo 18.
They'll set up to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay.
They run for the first time here with Rashad White.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
The Bucs at a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. It's been really a lost first month of the season, that's for sure.
And they still believe they have potential. They still believe they're a good team. But they have to absolutely start showing it right now. 0 for 4? That doesn't even sound right to them. But let's face it, you are what your record says you are until you break out of it.
You look at this Eagle defense.
Well, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Devin Lloyd, the one to get home and earn that sack. 4th down. Here's Jake Camarda on to punt for the Bucs.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
They're riding a two-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, 73, 73.
They run the counter. It's Crawford. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. Here's Hurts to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Hurts. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
In every game, we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. They'll get it inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the option to give to Swift here. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here's Swift. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. DeAndre Swift. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns.
And as a defensive coordinator, you're almost in a no-win situation down here near the goal line. You know how dangerous Jalen Hurts is when he holds on to it. You've got to be prepared to stay with him. So when he hands it off, if you're slow in reacting, this is going to be the result.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll very wisely take a knee here. To the 25 on the touchback.
Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Come on.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Go check. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
play fake. Here's Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Second down and 6 now from the 26. Now a toss for Swift left side.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
The Eagles on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Eagles.
Dallas Goedert from 21 yards away, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Buccaneers, nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Mustang 19. Let's go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
This ball complete to Trey Palmer.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Airing this one out for Evans. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll set up a throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
in
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Oh, the option left, it's Hurts. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
How to approach this. Third down and 16 yards to go.
He'll look to throw.
He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, Swift. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
And it's third down.
Here is 3rd and 5.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Hurts throw there complete to Allen.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. They go play action with Hurts.
This is Smith with a grab. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. They stop short, down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports?
The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A three-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 40 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This is White on the screen. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Hawk 70, Hawk, Cup 19, Cup 19. Hurt, hurt.
Second and 3. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it, for them to get down.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rashad White, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Smith brings it in, going across the middle.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get this gets well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
51 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half two.
So two words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one, as he just did there.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 36 yards. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back one, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Check that.
They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up. And that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
2nd and 9 now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Hey, smash front, 79 Broncos. Let's go.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you've got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
They'll set up to throw.
Here's White. They set up the screen.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown.
Rashad White.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Buccaneers are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan, and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
Yeah, my bad.
At their own 21-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He finds his target, Allen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Crawford. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Elijah Jensen able to record his 5th sack of the season. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. 2nd and 2. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ball game now, and he's got a 1st down.
18 Rattler.
They'll look to throw here. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanting the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's go now.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. No, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Panther 11, Panther 18, Pioneer.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. They needed 3. They got 6. Plenty enough for the conversion on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He finds his tight end Goddard. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
60 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal?
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are right back in this football game. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
7 Pirates. Ready,
Now back to throw. He completes it to Evans. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Buffalo 18. Go.
Back to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground with White. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
But first down, Hurts. Over the middle to Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Shifts past him at the 45. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Hurts. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. Give him now 1,062 catches in his career. I'm looking at the list here. That ties him with Andre Johnson.
And I wonder if he ever wrote Andre Johnson's name down and that number and said, that's where I'm trying to go. That's what I'm trying to get to. If so, congratulate yourself. You are there. That means you rank amongst the best that have ever done it.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here's first and 10.
Check smash, check smash.
They'll begin on the ground here with Abanikanda. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's second down.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later, they're going to have to stop the clock.
They'll look to throw. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Back to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Mustang 19.
He'll look to throw. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
And that's the downside of taking these big shots because they're definitely lower percentage plays. And now you look up, and it's 4th down. So not only do you have to worry about getting big yardage, you also need to just keep the game alive.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Ready?
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. First and 10.
Ready?
He's back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Here we go.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
65 cat, 65 cat.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big time.